we already have, because they won't rent it like it is. You can get the cubicles and put in for the office, they can be moved and used wherever.
Well, that means we have to do another RFP to get bids for over there. We, as a council, we voted to get the RFP for here, and now we're backpedaling, which is gonna run us more short on time than we already are. So it's like we're acting like kids in a candy store. I want that, but wait a minute, no, I want that over there. We voted to do this already. That
When
could be.
we voted, we thought we already had the bids. We were not told.
No, the only thing we had was that one, and I was addressed as, that's the only thing you have. And it was the only thing that I had at that time. But we agreed on an RFP to get 3 valid bids to do this work, and it was voted on. And now we're gonna change that vote. As far as a permanent home, we can entertain everything, so.
Because we have kicked this back and forth for a year or longer. And now we're right down to counting the days, and I don't want the library to have to give the rent back,
Ms. Courtney,
whatever we have to do.
do you recall what the motion was? I believe my motion was to accept bids to temporarily do the police department here.
While she's looking that up, can I speak?
Mr. Jackson,
All I can say over the fur lane, y'all can do what, like she just said about the air conditioning, you need to do it anyway. But with you could use the same people that come out and walk them right over to fur lane, and y'all did not make a motion, I don't know if she's fixing to read it, but it had to be here, is to get them a temporary place. If I'm correct in saying that, y'all did talk about it here, but it would be quicker and easier over there, but have both, the contractor could walk over there and here and give you an idea of both at the same time. It wouldn't, you got the contractors here, you got 3 coming, just let them walk over there and do the same thing.
but to be legal and to work as a city, we agreed that we need RFPs. So I'd have to put another RFP together for that building, because we're not splitting it like we are here. We would split this. Over there, it would be its own entity. So it's not like you just waltz across the street and say, well, while you're here, can I pick your brain for this? We're gonna ask for bids, which means they're gonna spend the time to do this. And they're gonna have, between now and when that hits the newspaper, I've gotta put spec sheet together with the help of the police department so that we make sure that they know exactly what we need. I'm the first to admit, I'm new to this, okay? But again, I'm willing to put the time in. But if we were gonna do that, then we should have voted last time to get RFPs to split this and an RFP to do Fur Lane. Now, I'm not balking at it, I'm just stating the clear facts that we need to follow procedures moving forward as a city. And we can't do that if we're gonna say this one meeting, vote on it, and then change our mind, and now it's gonna cost us another week or 2 delay to get RFP put together and the specs for that building, because it's not gonna be the same as it is here. Similar, but not the
Definitely would
same.
not be the same, but it would give you 2 good ideas, and you can always amend a motion if you like.
Do we have a motion on the table?
Well, did you get the vote that you had asked for?
You did ask for RFP votes. You get RFP for bids.
I think one thing, this is why I wanted to have a forum. This right here is why I wanted to have a public forum about rearranging the city's assets. We can't rent Fur Lane to the citizens in the summer because it doesn't have HVAC. So that's another consideration. If we did move,
I'm
we
not
did,
disagreeing with you
Yeah,
on
I'm just
getting
saying,
public input, but if we're talking about getting public input on a temporary location, something we already voted on,
right, no.
and we wait until March 9th for that, they start demolition over there April 1st, and we still have to move the police department. And we don't have time to do that. Getting input on a permanent location, I would, I'm not arguing against that at all, but as it stands now, we already had, a motion that was approved to go out for RFPs on moving the police department over here, and it passed. I think we need to hold true to that and continue moving forward.
Maybe we could just stick with what we did and move forward in discussing publicly what we want to do with the city's assets.
Okay, now we need a time, March 9th, what time? So that we can put it out to the public,
7 o'clock.
and then we entertain permanent ideas at that point. So, March 9th, 7 p.m. Do I have a motion?
I make the motion that we hold a public forum on March 9th at 7 p.m. to discuss city assets and permanent locations.
We'll second it.
All those in favor? I'm sorry. Okay. So motion carries unanimous.
Mayor, what was the second on the motion to table, with regard to the meeting schedule? There was a motion, but we didn't get the second.
I know the right motion, did the motion on that.
Roy did the motion, who did the second?
I believe it was Mr. Crowley.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Crowley, you had a question?
Well, I've got a couple statements or questions, whatever. Number one, where's the forum gonna be at?
Yeah.
When the time comes?
It'll be over at the community center across the street. That'll be large enough to
It'll be over there?
accommodate
Okay,
more people than here.
okay, that's number one. Number two is, I believe myself that a lot of the citizens want the police station here in town. What's the name of that other place? Fairlane or wherever it's at? It's a good ways away from town. And I just believe that the citizens want a police station in town, that they feel safer having one here than away.
All right.
We do,
That's just
but
my
that
opinion.
is just temporary until.
Well, that's right, the temporary is gonna have to be temporary, I understand that. The forum's gonna be more talking about permanently.
Right.
And I think that'd be good to have that, because I think it'd be heard, that's what they want, is,
Yeah.
where it's gonna be at, don't know. But they think the other place, some people think the other place is just too far.
And I think this is why we want public opinion, for a permanent home. The police department has been very gracious to work with us. I know they're more anxious than we are because, they've got evidence they've got to move. They've got, regulations that are way beyond City Hall.
Right.
Okay? So, we're gonna try and do everything we can to make that
I
deadline.
think temporarily is okay right here.
Yep.
I
And
think
then
that's
when we
good to
have that
go, really.
public forum, I hope that we have a lot of input on that, so, but I do thank you for that. I'm not sure your name,
Andy Greer.
and,
I just want to say where the police department is now was 75% of my decision to open my business here in Statham 3 years ago.
I'm not sure I followed what you just said.
The proximity of the police department and my business was 75% of the reason why I came to Statham and opened my business at its location.
Okay, for the police presence.
Right.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, and I'm sure they appreciate that, those kudos as well. And since we're on the subject of police, I would like to take this opportunity to ask our new police chief to come up here, kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of who he is, and maybe throw something at him or whatever you want.
Well, hey, I'm Al Ronderwood. I met the majority of y'all coming in. I've been in law enforcement for a little over 30 years. I've had some great opportunities working in some larger agencies and a few small agencies. I have to say this is the smallest one, but I feel right at home here. So we, as a department, we have come together. We're expecting to do a lot of different things for the community and changes within the police department. One of the things is communication. I want to hear from the citizens. I want to know what's going on in the community because I don't know if we don't communicate. I'm going to try my best to have something, open door type policy or something you can call. I can call you back and talk to you or come to your house and meet with you. I want to be able to be out in the community. I want to hear what the needs are, what changes you would like to see. I'm open. I want you to approach me with any type of problems you have. Again, we're going to put forth an effort. I know we have a cloud hanging over our head. There's a lot of work to be in ahead of us. But this community and our police department deserve to be the forefront in this community. And we want the trust and the help of the community to help get us there. I'm accountable. Each of my guys is accountable. We are open. We are very approachable. And please, by all means, you have anything that you want to discuss about the community, the issues that you see, I can't promise you it's going to be handled right then, but we will look into it. I'm going to be out on the road as well. I'm going to be out in the community. I welcome all conversation. Please come and talk to me.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Been happy.
Chief, you wanna give a little plug on your February 8th?
Yes, that's right.
While you're here?
Yes, sir. I passed out some flyers. February the 8th, come out around 10 o'clock. Donuts and coffee with the chief. I don't drink.
It's
I'm
police
actually-
food. You're gonna have to eat police food that day.
Yes, yes. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I love hot chocolate, and you can tell I don't miss many meals. I love to eat. So I'm not gonna one of y'all doors for a hot meal or a cup of coffee, a cup of hot chocolate. Please, welcome me in, 'cause I love to eat, guys. But please come out, pass it on to other citizens here in the community. Come out and basically, I wanna hear your concerns. I wanna ask questions. I can't answer questions, anything that have happened a year, 2, 3 years ago, but I can definitely tell you the direction that we're headed. We have a team of people here at the police department who want to serve the community. That's interested and eager to get out here and work as hard as I am. Actually, without a good support system, it's no me. And I have a good support system in my police department. Each and every one of our guys have spoken one-on-one. We have had a group meeting. It will be some changes to come along in the police department, but it's to help better benefit the police department and better the police department, and also for the community. So please, guys, come out. You got my brochure, got the little flyers right here. Come on out and let's talk and let's see what we can come together with.
Chief Underwood.
Yes, sir.
I know you just came from Auburn,
Yes, sir.
but you live, what, 10, 15 minutes from here towards Athens?
I do. I live in Athens,
Yeah, okay.
Lexington, right across the street from the police
So
department.
you're not that far.
Not that far away. I'm right there close to the jail.
Well, I don't know.
Right there close to the But I live for, that's about 12 minutes, 15 minutes, even in heavy traffic. So I can get here pretty quick. So.
Chief Underwood, you don't give them a little idea about what happened today? There's been a lot of speculation, rumors.
Yes, sir. Will you come up and please share with us?
Yeah.
Come on up. Please come on up.
I don't do a whole lot, but we been working on narcotics investigation in the city. We took down a house with the FBI SWAT team today, along with the task force out of Athens, Clark County. So it was a possession of heroin with intent, possession of methamphetamine. Actually, it's close to your neighborhood.
And arrest was made from that.
Yeah, two arrests. Male and female, can't go into specs, it's open investigation, but they are in jail. So, actually, it's the third time the same house has been hit in City Limits.
And I want to bring up that Officer Wood have really put in, he kept me up on date on, called me throughout the night last night. Really been working with these guys, and that's the start right there, guys. That's
We
the
set up
start.
down at the Dollar General parking lot, there was a Bearcat SWAT team there, so there was, everybody's filming, taking pictures, speculation what was going on, that's what happened. Nobody got hurt, two bad guys went to jail.
That's good.
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 Well, we're looking forward to the city and the police department moving together as a team, as a unified front, and I look for bright days ahead.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you all.
I work at Dollar General, and I had some people call me, are you okay? You're okay? And I'm like, I don't know what happened.
But that's what it was.
All right, the 8th, guys, make sure.
Good deal.
And by the way, that'll be across the street at the community center as well. So, okay, next on the agenda, Councilwoman Lyle.
I'd just like to say that this time of the year to go to Thinking Festival, the Lions Club has stepped up and they're going to do the Spring Fest. I've only done it one time. I don't want it. So I felt good in letting them take it. I know they're gonna do a great job. We're still all working together. September will be the Sunflower Festival, and I will be bringing that on again. I know you've all heard rumors about this and about that, but I will be doing the festival, and I will not be going anywhere. So,
Well, thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Okay, we have Joyce Jacks on, wants to speak about goodness boxes.
Ms. Jacks could not be here today, but I did have the opportunity to speak to her. What Ms. Jacks is proposing is, there's a few of these goodness boxes in Winder. Basically, you've seen the library need a book, take a book situation. It's very good. It's a very good thing. The goodness boxes operates on the same theme. If these are placed strategically throughout the city, they have the potential to do a lot of good for our citizens that are in need. There was some concern about them attracting the wrong people or whatever, and I completely disagree with that. I think these boxes would serve our community and the people in need. I'm going to get with her. We're going to talk about construction, design, and maybe get a prototype going, and work with the new police chief on where he thinks it would be the best spot for these goodness boxes to go. I think it could be a very positive thing for our community, and I'm just speaking on behalf of Ms. Jacks. She's agreed to fill the boxes until they get up and going on their own, and I think it's a good thing that we need to consider. Go ahead.
I have some experience with that type of the boxes and stuff you're talking about. Leaving Auburn, we have some throughout the city of Auburn, mainly around the churches, like right there at the church parking lots and stuff like that. We have put books in it. I put food in it. Different people from the church have put food in it, and I think don't know this for a fact. I believe the reason that they put it right there in front of the church there because it gives sometimes people to come out of the church to see people that's pulling up that's having a hard time. maybe go out and talk to them. You know, communication.
Right.
Sometimes that people wouldn't come to you and ask for help, but if they go to that box and someone that's maybe their church in the middle of the week, just walk out and see someone there at the box getting stuff, kids getting clothes or whatever, well, buying food and books, it opened up an opportunity to create a conversation, which can lead to maybe helping this family out to get them on the feet. So I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So we're gonna be working with Ms. Jackson, maybe get 2 or 3 going. I built a lot of different things like that before, so I can maybe build a prototype, just see what happens. I'm kind of anxious to see how that goes. And I appreciate your input, Chief.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ms. Jackson was also able to communicate with me that she had a meeting with the governor, and I don't know how she did that, but she's got a meeting with the governor, and she's going to talk to him and our state, our Congressman Jody Heiss about our siren. She asked for me for the specifications and manufacturer, and she said, even though we're behind on our audits, and we wouldn't be eligible for grants, there might be some caveats because it deals with public safety, that we might still be eligible to get a grant for our new siren and move forward with that. So just thought I would communicate that Joyce and I are going to be working on that together also. So.
Okay, she had mentioned that in our work session, so glad to see that came about. And for those of us that need that little extra protection and notification if, God forbid, something would happen. So, is there any other input as far as the public at this point?
Dwight, if you will let me know, the people that are in need, the festival can reach out to them.
Okay.
We have funds, that's why we do it.
Okay.
But just give me the names and let me know.
All right. I sure will.
Yes, sir. I can't see who you are, so I apologize.
Mike Gentry.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, well,
That microphone was covering you up there.
Oh, I don't know how that works. So one of our initiatives in the Lions Club is hunger. You can also reach out to us as well. And, you know, I got an idea in my head with a lot of those boxes. If certain people or certain clubs or organizations can sponsor a box, that would be right up our alley.
Okay, well, thank you. I've said it before, and I'll probably say it many times, that there are a lot of good-hearted people in this community. And, you know, I think it's just one more way that we can all come together and support those that are a little less fortunate. I know Councilwoman Thrasher does things during Christmas time. I know the Sunflower Festival does things at Christmas time for the less fortunate. And, you know, if we can do something like these gift box, just these drops, and I think there's even gonna be like a suggestion slot, where you could put in probably, if you know of a family that needs a little bit of assistance. So, you know, I think that'd be a great addition to our community. So, I want to thank everybody that's, you know, even considering it and what you can do for the community. So, do we have a need for executive session?
Pending litigation.
Okay. So we have a motion to adjourn from
Mayor, we got one more police matter. If
the,
you want.
okay,
We had an assault on Broad Street to a lady this past week.
yes,
Facebook post maybe said it wasn't real, because you know if it's on Facebook, it's true, right? It did happen, so be very aware of your surroundings, especially at night. If you don't feel safe getting out of your car, call 911, we'll come and escort you to the door. So it was a real assault. So investigation, we don't have a whole lot of leads.
It was on Broad Street?
It was.
It was actually on Railroad Street on.
Okay, I heard it was on Railroad Street.
Railroad Street, Broad Street on Main.
Okay, okay.
I'm sorry, say it one more time, Mr. Bennett, I didn't hear you. It was where?
It was on the west end of Railroad Street, back behind Castos, in that, in the west side of Railroad Street back there.
Okay.
Time of day, it was dark.
It was around 7 PM at night.
Yeah, she got jumped, getting out of her car, going to her house.
And again, to say something to that, that's one of the things I was talking about a few minutes ago. If you see stuff that don't look right, it's probably not right. Let's go on, don't wait. Go on and give us a call and let's come out. We're here, that's what we're here for. Give us a call. Let us come out and investigate, interview these people, talk to these people. At least be seen in there. That's a big deterrent. We need y'all help for that. Everybody in this community, we got to work together to bring this community together. So please, it did happen. Could it happen again? Yes. But we need to be aware of it. And if they don't like they fit in this neighborhood, I don't care if it's a car. You see this car go up and down this road 2 or 3 times, and you know this is a small community. You haven't seen this car before. Just give us a call. You're not bothering us. Let us come out. We need to keep a track record of this. Because at the same time, keeping a track record is, if we got a certain area that we're seeing a lot of suspicious activity on, that means we can put a few more people there in that area a little bit more often. We're not going to let the pass by the city, but we're going to focus on that a little bit more. So we need your help on that.
If you call 911, it gives us the legal right to get out of someone.
Yes.
And we can ID them. They'll be on our system. Doesn't mean they've done anything wrong, so we can ID this person. But we gotta have a legal reason to do it. So if we have a complaint from 911, that gives us a legal reason to retaliate.
Right.
And like the chief and Officer Wood was speaking of, if you see something, let us know so we can check it out. Because speaking with my victim, she believes she may have seen the guy walking up and down the road 2 or 3 times the previous week, thought about calling, but then decided not to call. Nothing against our victim, but she believes she may have even seen the guy a few days later or before walking up and down the road. He could have been watching her, tracking her movements, tracking her time. And if we were able to get out with him, we might have had him in our system to check on him again.
Whatever you do not call the police department to report it. Call 911.
We don't know what the intent of this is.
We don't get dispatched from the police department. We get dispatched through Bear County 911. And that's what it's for. Just call it. That's the quickest way to get us is 911.
Mayor, I just have a quick comment. It's not related to the police matters. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's come out. We have a bigger group tonight than I think I've ever seen here. It's very encouraging. It's thrilling to see so many people come. And I hope, I encourage each of you to continue coming out and putting input. We want to hear from you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I think Ms. Jensen wants to make an announcement concerning the festival.
Okay.
Just real quick, the Christmas decoration contest that we tried to put on, out of 45 applications that were handed out, we had 9 returned. 7 of those actually decorated. The State of Public Library actually won, and I'll be getting with them in the upcoming week to give them their rewards. They're just rewards. So.
Okay. Well, thank you. Ms. Williams, you have?
Yes, I want to kind of end this on a positive note tonight. And I'm not going to use anybody's name, but we have a citizen who was really down on her luck. Her car just quit on her. She just got a new job. She didn't know what she was going to do. And we have a citizen who gave her a car. I mean, it's a well-used car, but she gave it to her. She didn't sell it to her, she just gave it to her. And who does that? Yeah, that's a great thing from a state citizen. Good people.
Again, I've said there's a lot of good-hearted people. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, police department says call 911 if you see something or whatever. But my understanding, if you call 911, that's for medical emergencies only. There is another number that you can call, a non-emergency number. Would that be more appropriate?
Officer Davis is going to answer that for you.
Mayor, inside of our 911 center, you have
dispatcher for sheriff, police, fire, and emergency personnel. That number that he's referring to is a number inside that center that goes to a lady that is maybe a few seats away from the 911 dispatcher, and they're all running the same boards.
Okay.
So it's a non-emergency number, but it still ties up whether you call 911 or that non-emergency number. So call 911, please. That's what
It's
you're
better, it's better for them to make that judgment call.
Right.
Than
Let the
to
dispatcher train to do
possibly,
that, make that call.
yes, and a lot of times time is of the most value to, especially to the police force. So I think that's good, sound advice. Call 911, let them make the decision and move your call appropriately. So, do we need again, I'm new at this, do we need a motion to go out of public?
Motion to go into executive session.
Just a motion to go into executive, okay. Do I have a
Motion to go into executive session.
Yeah.
Pending litigation.
Okay.
You said it?
All in favor?
Good.